It's 11 trivia questions on things that are hot, from deserts to temperature. We got you covered to start your summer right. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out this show. It comes out every single day, and I'm glad you decided to put it in your earbuds today, or in your car speakers today, or out loud, maybe in your living room with some sort of Amazon Echo device or something like that today. If you like trivia, you're in the right place. We do a bunch of questions on this show every single day. I'm a trivia host in Southern California, so a lot of the trivia that I use for my live rounds, 5 of which that I do every single week, 5 rounds times about 17 events. I take that content and I record it. Sometimes I record it live at the venue while I'm asking a crowd the questions. Sometimes I sit at home and read the questions like I'm going to do today. Sometimes I quiz a friend. Sometimes somebody sends me questions and I try and answer them. There's all kinds of different varieties of how we present trivia on this show. So if you're looking for some variety in the trivia world, thanks for finding this show. Glad you're here. If you want to see where I'm at, you can always go to triviawithbuds.com. It's clickable in all the show notes for every episode. So you can scroll down, just hit that, and it'll open the webpage, and you can go to locations, you can go to special events, you can read about me. We have different blogs on there about throwing a 90s party. That's a blog I have, how to throw a good 90s trivia party, some fun games and decorations and trivia things you can do for your big bash. We have a blog on team names. I mentioned that a couple episodes ago. If you have any good team names, send them my way, ryanbuds@gmail.com. I'll make a huge list of some fun team names that you can use the next time you play bar team trivia. And there's tons of other stuff to click around and watch and listen to on the website. So go give it a look-see. Why don't you? If you love the show, leave us an iTunes review. That would be pretty cool. 5 stars or whatever you want to give it is fine. And you can tell us what you like about the show. Always looking for some feedback on iTunes. Also, if you play live trivia with me, I'm always looking for Yelp reviews. Trivia with Buds on Yelp. That helps me book a lot of parties. And Yelp's very strange. Sometimes there's 100 reviews on there, and then it'll drop down to 80, then it'll go back up to 90. I don't know what their algorithm is, but the more the merrier for leaving reviews on Yelp, because some of them don't stick and some of them disappear and then some of them come back. It's very bizarre. If you're looking to start your own trivia night, maybe you need some tools or you need some help or you just want to ask me some questions, you can drop me a line, ryanbuds@gmail.com, anytime. Happy to help you out wherever you're at in the world. I'll do my best to offer some advice and things like that. And you can also check out an episode called How to Host a Trivia Night that I did with my friend Jim Fields about a year, maybe a year and a half ago. You can go just search Ryan Buds, Jim Fields, or Trivia with Buds, How to Run a Trivia Night, and you should find it on Google pretty quick. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening this far. We're going to jump into the trivia for today's episode that is 11 questions on things that are hot. Here we go. And here we go. That's hot. Number 1. What desert is known as the driest desert in North America? Question number 1. What desert is known as the driest desert in North America? Question 1. Question number 2. About how many millions of miles from Earth is the sun? Is it 8 million, 30 million, 56 million, or 92 million miles? Number 2. How far is the Earth from the sun? 8, 30, 56, or 92 million? Question number 3, what warm band had the song Middle of Nowhere in 2005? What warm-sounding band had the song Middle of Nowhere in 2005? Question number 4, in what decade did the comedy film Some Like It Hot get released? In what decade did Some Like It Hot get released? Question number 5. Franz Sangali was a Prussian-born businessman who invented what heating device in 1855? Franz Sangali was a Prussian-born businessman who invented what heating device in 1855? Question number 6. The stand-up special Hot and Fluffy was written and performed by what comedian? Number 6. The stand-up special Hot and Fluffy was written and performed by what comedian? Number 7, on what sitcom would you find a blonde character named Hot Lips? Number 7, on what sitcom would you find a blonde character named Hot Lips? Number 7. Question number 8, UFC fighter Chris Lytle and actor Steve Buscemi both had what other job? Number 8, UFC fighter Chris Lytle and actor Steve Buscemi both had what other job? Number 8. Question number 9, what group of Australian entertainers have a popular rendition of the song Hot Potato? Number 9, what group of Australian entertainers have a popular rendition of Hot Potato? Question number 10, Mercy, Miracle, and Marietta are just 3 names of what type of natural U.S. locations? Question number 10, Mercy, Miracle, and Marietta are just 3 names of what type of natural U.S. locations? And the bonus question. For 2 points, what band and song featured these lyrics? I think of all the education that I missed, but then my homework was never quite like this. Who is that band? And what was the name of the song? Again, those lyrics are, I think of all the education that I missed, but then my homework was never quite like this. Those are your 11 questions on things that are hot, and we'll be back with those hot answers in just a minute. We are back with the answers to the hot round. How'd you do? Did you get all 11? You're going to find out the answers to check your score right now. What desert is known as the driest desert in North America? That was the first question, and the first answer is the Mojave Desert. Mojave, M-O-J-A-V-E, Mojave Desert. Number 2, about how many millions of miles from Earth is the sun? 8 million, 30, 56, or 92 million? It was the last choice, the most, 92 million, almost 100 million miles away. Number 3, what warm band had the song Middle of Nowhere in 2005? A lot of good guesses on this one at my live nights. We had Red Hot Chili Peppers as a guess. We had, let's see, who else? 98 Degrees was a guess. But the answer was Hot, Hot Heat, who was popular around that time for a couple of songs. Hot, Hot Heat had the song Middle of Nowhere in 2005. Number 4, in what decade did the comedy film Some Like It Hot get released? That was the 1950s. I think it was 58, 57, 59, something like that. Some Like It Hot, never seen it. Marilyn Monroe, I think, is in it. Number 5, Franz Sangali was a Prussian-born businessman who invented what heating device in 1855? The radiator. A lot of good guesses with that one, too. Heating pad, earmuffs, but the answer was radiator for Franz Sangali from Prussia. Number 6, the stand-up special, Hot and Fluffy, was written and performed by what comedian? That would be Gabriel Iglesias. He's hot and fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias. Number 7, on what sitcom would you find a blonde character named Hot Lips? That would be MASH. My brother Tom's favorite show. Shout out to Tom Buds in Chattanooga, Tennessee. MASH was the show with Hot Lips. Number 8, UFC fighter Chris Lytle and actor Steve Buscemi were both firefighters before they were fighters and actors. Firefighters, different kind of fighter. And number 9, what group of Australian entertainers have a popular rendition of Hot Potato? That would be the Wiggles. The Wiggles. And a lot of people guessed Thunder from Down Under for this one, which is, I guess that group could rival the Wiggles in terms of performances. And the Wiggles would be a fun name for an all-male strip review as well. Number 10, Mercy, Miracle, and Marietta are just 3 names of what type of natural U.S. locations? Hot springs. I've never been to one. I guess they're cool if you're into that. Hot springs. And the bonus for 2 points, what band and song featured these lyrics? I think of all the education that I missed, but then my homework was never quite like this. Van Halen, Hot for Teacher. Hot for Teacher, Van Halen. All the people with 80s hair got that one right at the live trivia nights. And there's a lot of 80s hair out there. A lot of mullets play my trivia. Thank you guys so much for listening to today's episode. That was a round on all things of flame. That's hot from my live rounds last week. If you want to play live trivia with me, go to triviawithbuds.com, click on locations, and play bingo and trivia at 17 places. Man, I am in a golden age of hosting stuff right now where I'm very lucky to be working every single day. And that's thanks to recommendations and reviews and things like that. And listeners just like you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for adding to this part of my business, which is the daily podcast. if you want to support it. You can go to patreon.com/trivia with buds and throw a few bucks my way, and I will send all kinds of great content and prizes and rewards your way. In July, we're switching all the rewards up, so you'll get some cool stuff in the mail. If you're used to the stuff you've been getting, you'll still get similar stuff to that, but we're going to kind of turn everything on its head for the summer here for the big 1-year anniversary of the daily edition of the show, which is this Monday, June 24th. So be on the lookout for something fun on Monday. It's time for the Trivia with Buds question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. What rapper had a song called Hot in Here in 2002? What rapper had a song in 2002 called Hot in Here? That question of the day brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs. If you know the answer, tweet me at RyanBuds or send me an email, ryanbuds@gmail.com, and check out Funky Monkey Designs for all your printing and embroidery and t-shirt and koozie and tank top and hat and varsity jacket needs at fmdesignsinc.com. Also, get ready for some new colors on the background art for this podcast logo. You'll get a new one probably Monday, and you'll say, oh, that's not blue. That's like orange or yellow or red or something summery, which is what I'm going for. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend about it, and we'll see you tomorrow for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.